Based on the spread of the virus and
of his successor's pandemic performance.
This is the coronavirus.
I think it's like a collective opinion that it's a really bad time for this to be happening.
We're kind of missing a once-in-a-lifetime chance.
It was such an abrupt change brought to us.
A lot of opportunities were taken away.
I can't go to things like cheer kayak, my last cheer kayak, and prom.
We're missing things like senior prom.
Some seniors haven't had the chance to go to prom yet.
I was actually saving going to prom until senior year.
Because we'll only have one high school prom in our lives, and we might miss that because of this pandemic.
As a musician, I'm really disappointed that I can't get to participate in activities such as AMI and Kaimia.
And for people who like athletes, like senior night for their respective sports.
It's kind of like their last season, and also like theater or like kayak tournaments, like speech debate.
And I think those are things that we only get one time in our life.
Because I've been looking forward to second semester senior year for basically like my entire high school career.
The worst thing is like we can't do anything about it. It being like our last moments at KIS and in like classrooms, it was like supposed to be the best time to go to school.
I have a lot of fond memories throughout high school, but I think one of the more memorable ones has to be, I think, the second day of our EE trip of our junior year.
Definitely be the EE trips.
11th grade EE trip to Kojedu.
And of course, EE trip.
You're given the chance to bond with your advisory mates, your peers, your friends, and even your teachers over the course of like the trip.
Whether it be like in 10th grade, having that boat race and having to drag pieces of like soggy cardboard just weighing us down all the way up a hill.
I remember we were on the beach and then we played like class-wide volleyball, and a lot of friends that didn't really know each other or normally interact with each other in school, they all like got together and played volleyball in a huge circle. I remember that was really fun.
Only a few months before, I was like, oh, so I know their person's name. I shared these classes, but I don't really know them outside of the class context. But after that EE trip, I was like, oh yeah, I have a general feeling of who they are and what we like and experiences that we might have shared.
Some of my favorite memories of high school would include eating lunch with my friends, talking with my advisory, having pep rallies, and watching home games.
And I guess just in-class activities that you do, especially group work. I know that for a lot of classes I have group work, but you can kind of mess around a little bit as long as you get your work done on time. And I think that like messing around while doing your classwork and making jokes, that's just what makes class fun in general.
I think my favorite memories of high school are definitely all from interactions with people. And I think part of that has been, being in clubs or activities where you spend a lot of time with a few people. For example, like mock trial. It's a team of 6 to 8 people that you spend months preparing for the competition with. But also realizing that, teachers are also humans. Talking with teachers outside of class and just getting to know them as people has also been really fun. And, they have a different sort of wisdom to them.
Being at KIS really gave me the opportunity to play all these different sports, and being part of these sports for since playing JV in freshman year and growing and getting into the varsity teams and playing with the same people as I played in freshman year, and that kind of sense as a team, and going to ISA, going to Japan, and I think I'll really miss that.
I was able to try out new things, and I was able to also become more accepting of who I am as an individual.
I would say that I've become more independent as a student, and I know like my own weaknesses and strengths, and what I should do to improve upon my mistakes, like seeking teachers or asking for help.
In the beginning of high school, I kind of did activities based on what other people told me to do and didn't really have the courage to kind of audition for things I wanted to or try out activities that I genuinely liked.
I think I'll really miss the people at KIS and also the comfortable environment of KIS, because I think it truly became my second home where I can freely express my feelings and thoughts.
One thing I would miss about being a high school student, now that I haven't gone to KIS physically for about 2 months, I do sort of miss Mr. Plard's high fives. I guess they kind of do add a little bit of a routine to your day.
One thing I know I'll miss about KIS is the community here.
I've been in the orchestra for 4 years, and I've also been involved in KIS orchestra since 6th grade. Orchestra always has that like special place in my heart. It's a community of its own.
Really value the time you spend with your friends. And to the class of 2020, I think I just want to say like we made it. Like it seems like yesterday that we were freshmen, but it's been 4 years. And I remember like watching graduation year after year, counting down the days until we graduate, but it's coming up and I hope we have one. And COVID sucks and coronavirus sucks, but we did make it and we are graduating, so.
One advice that I have for the underclassmen is that you guys shouldn't take your high school memories for granted and try to cherish all your moments, because you never know what will happen in the future. And I hope you guys try out new things, be brave, and make choices that you won't regret later on.
Do things that you find personally meaningful. Don't do things just because other people tell you to. Don't do things just because your friends are doing it. Really self-reflect and find out what you like and what you enjoy. And if you do that, then you'll have a happy 4 years.
I'm glad that I can call KIS a memory that I can look back on, having my friends around me and having supporting teachers around me, and I'm thankful to have such memories of KIS.
Especially to the varsity girls soccer team. I didn't get my last season with you guys, but I know you guys can do really well next year, and I hope you guys have a great time finishing off, and especially to the juniors, I hope you guys can have that senior night I didn't have in your last senior game, and good luck, guys.
Congratulations to all of us on finally almost being done with high school.
Class of 2020, I miss you all so much, and thank you so much for being great friends and classmates ever since I first came to KIS. I know it's really unfortunate that we're missing out on some of our last memories, but I hope we stay strong and positive.
You should all continue to be yourselves and continue to work hard no matter what, because I guess that's just what makes us KIS students. It was nice having to spend 4 years with you guys in high school and learning together. Thanks.
It was really a pleasure to have been a part of KIS's class of 2020, especially since this virtual school environment has started. I am really starting to miss everyone. I hope we can have a physical graduation, and I just wanted to say thank you everyone for being a part of the past 3.5 years of my life.
Dear class of 2020, remember when we first entered our 4 years of high school as freshmen, nervous and excited about joining new communities, finding a passion, and meeting the most memorable people of our lives? Well, time flies, and in a few days we'll officially be taking off our shoes as KI students. We've come such a long way, sailing through experiences that have built unbreakable bonds between the unexpected. We each began searching for the unique issues that inspire us, whether that be politics or athletics. While on this journey to discover what fascinates us, we've stumbled across the worst. While taking risks, some of us were injured, so painfully that we desperately desired to give up. But every single second, we've been there for each other to take that hand, to help each other up. Along with the awards we've won, the friendships we've made, and the love we've spread, we're all leaving behind a legacy. Our achievements cannot be replicated by any other grade, and we are a special class to be remembered. Now, walking our separate paths, you may weep about friends who will be studying miles away, teachers you will grow apart from, and faces you may never see again. But this is not the end of our story. Whenever you need comfort, we will welcome you back with a warm embrace. So stay strong, seniors, because we've always learned to fight for what we believe in. You simply turned another chapter of a hero's journey and stepped into a new beginning.